When it comes to odd situations in football, everyone has that one bizarre story. Maybe it's a fan running onto the field, a strange mistake from the officials, or a strange goal. But how about seeing to some of the human body's more natural needs? Yes, while playing football. It may sound ridiculous, and it's worth noting that not everyone is like Tottenham's Dier, who went to the bathroom mid-game in a huge match against Chelsea. Well, the topic of today's video is exactly that, because when you've got to go, you've got to go. So, join us as we take a look at some of the strange moments when footballers began urinating on the field. Without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Obviously, it goes without saying that players try their best not to catch the attention of viewers. Unfortunately though, sometimes it's simply too long of a wait to hold out for either half-time or the full-time whistle. In a 1990 interview, then Argentinian goalkeeper Sergio Goycochea revealed his 1990 World Cup shoe-tying technique, famously deployed in the quarter-finals, as he said this: "I did it against Yugoslavia. We won, so then when the semi-final against Italy went to penalties, I did it again. And it worked. From that moment on, I did it before every shootout. It was my lucky charm." More recently, Mario Götze was also caught urinating. Despite the fact that this happened during a training session, some people still expressed their outrage, calling it disgusting. In 2013, Borussia Dortmund were getting ready to face Malaga in the Champions League. During one of the training sessions, the footballer was caught with his pants down, with cameras from the world's media catching him in the act. But what about the technicalities of such an act? Well, as it turns out, urinating on the field may actually result in being sent off. Yes, this is actually something that has recently taken place in the English National League North. At the time, Salford City's goalkeeper was the unfortunate victim of nature's calling in this case. Unfortunately for him, the referee was watching him, noticed everything and proceeded to send him off. Following the incident, the keeper apologised, saying this: "I'd like to sincerely apologise for the incident today. I was in a very uncomfortable position and made an error in judgment. My intention was never to offend anyone, and I'd like to apologise to both clubs and both sets of supporters. It won't happen again." Unfortunately, urinating isn't the only natural act that has taken place on a football field. Sometimes players go one step further. The most famous example of this is Gary Lineker, the legendary English forward. This incident took place when England faced Ireland during the 1990 World Cup. Suddenly, the player started to act a little strange, which was picked up on by fans. Years later, Lineker commented on the incident, saying this: "I've never admitted to it, but it's true. It was a World Cup game and it's filmed. I've seen it, but unless you know what has happened, then you probably wouldn't have guessed. As it goes, I was poorly at half-time, but I carried on. The ball went down the left-hand side, I tried to tackle someone, I stretched a little bit too far, and then relaxed myself. I was very fortunate that it rained that night, as I could do something about it. If you watch it back, you can see me sliding on the ground like a dog. It was the most horrendous experience of my life." Well, as is with life, in football, shit happens. Literally. So, even multi-million-pound footballers don't get to escape embarrassing situations at work. Well, that concludes today's video. And remember, we're inviting all football fans to join the free browser game FootballTeamGame.com. Simply follow the link in the description. Apart from that, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.